Welcome to the first episode of Family Channel Interviews. Today we are going to be interviewing Nemo, Clownfish, right here. Right here. He's on the show tonight. We're going to be interviewing him. And, just see what he does, for the filming industry, for How to Bully Duck, and the episodes and videos he's been in. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show tonight. I really appreciate it. Hey. We're all gonna be on TV at some point, right? What made you want to get into acting and television business? Well, I would say I definitely felt like I had a passion for that, and when I got on How to Bully Duck, because I started off with demo reels and stuff like that. Then when the Family Channel hired me, they said, "You want to be on How to Bully Duck?" I was just like, perfect. I'm gonna end up being a star, and right now we're working on season 5 of How to Bully Duck, and the series has been going pretty good from there. Just living life. So, do you have any other careers or anything you're doing right now? No, not really. I'm not really doing much else except for just working, just living my life, being at the age I am right now. And how old are you? I am 13 years old, sir. Wow, so on this first episode, we literally have a 13-year-old. How impressive is that? And you said you're working as if, you kind of never stop working, right? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're going to be shooting a new episode tomorrow. It's not going to be out tomorrow, but we are going to be filming a new one tomorrow. So, yeah, okay. So do any of your family travel to come in here and see you on the show, since it's being filmed in kind of like a live studio audience? No. That hasn't happened for a good, I'd say, 2 months since we started filming again, because there were a couple technical difficulties before we could start filming again. And yeah, I definitely get that. There are a couple problems when it comes to technology and stuff. Yeah, I can relate. Now, I have a few more questions for you. Now, when you got onto How to Bully a Duck, yeah, because, your character is definitely, spontaneous, you do things out of line sometimes. Yeah, definitely. Would you say that with how angry you get sometimes in the episodes of the series, that you are like that in real life? Well, that's honestly a hard one, because I'm okay, I gotta tell the truth, I do get angry, because I knew that when I was gonna be on How to Bully a Duck, I knew there would be some scenes where I'd be angry, I'd just be like, "Ah, fuck this," I'd just be like, "I hate this." So, were you angry like this from an early age? Oh, yeah, because I have, bipolar disorder. Oh, I see. So is it challenging to navigate through your daily life? Yeah, sometimes it is. Some days I'm just happy and joyful, just woo, this is a perfect day. Some days I'm just so hyper where, woo, I just do stuff where it can literally get me into trouble. And some days I'm just literally man, I don't want to do nothing today, but sometimes that's pretty much my life. And sometimes the reason film episodes is because I'm just in one of those moods where I literally don't want to do anything. Yeah, sometimes I can relate to that. So sometimes I don't really want to be on. I really didn't want to be on the show today, but yeah. So what else do you do in your daily life? Well, I don't really do too much. I hang out with my friend Krabby because, you know, like, he is my friend in the series. He is actually my friend in real life. Oh, well, yes, he is. I have seen him, and in fact, we are going to be doing an interview on Krabby a couple days from now, so you guys can go and check that out. So, well, this has been Family Channel Interviews. I'm Gene McFarland, and that's it. Good night.